Guys, congratulations on the film. I'm glad I wore my dark pants last night because I barely made it through. But Demián, your character, he's kind of inspired to solve this mystery of the missing nun. What is it about Father Burke's past that inspires him to do this?
Well, it's everything. You know, he's a soldier. First of all, he's a soldier. He had a terrible experience in the past, and that's exactly why he said to everybody, especially the Vatican, do not count on me anymore until they call again.
Interesting. Now, your sister is a veteran of the Conjuring franchise. Did she have any notes or advice for you coming into this world?
I mean, I think her biggest piece of advice was leave work at work. She, you know, to play Lorraine, she had to do a lot of research into demonology and exorcisms, which luckily I got to avoid, and I focused more on the pure and the holy and what it takes to be a nun. But it was very good advice. I didn't want any supernatural occurrences to happen, so I chose to shut myself off to them, and I left work at work.
Nice. Now, there's different approaches to filmmaking when it comes to horror films. Did Corin run his set more tense to keep you guys in the moment, or was it more loose until the cameras started rolling?
Well, first of all, he's a tyrant, and you want suffering, say yes to working with him. Yeah, he's really, really nasty. And I'm glad he's in another room. And I really don't want to work with that guy again. Sorry, Corin.
I mean, I don't know what movie you were shooting.
Well, that's the point. It was entirely two different films.
The Tale of Two Cities, right? And if you guys had to sum up the nun in a hashtag, what would that be?
I don't know. Nothing's coming to me. Come on.
Hashtag.
Give me a vision. Where are my visions?
Hashtag what?
Run.
Hashtag
I will
run.
put an R instead of the N.
I love it.
Good. I'm into it.
The question I have is, with the nun is obviously a spin-off character from the Conjuring franchise. How was this character chosen? And when you first got the script, when you were going through it, what were some of the ideas that immediately jumped at you?
So when I got the script, obviously I was familiar with The Conjuring 2 and the fact that James had introduced this character, although for not very long, you know. So it was quite a unique situation, I think, to get to make a movie which wasn't a sequel or a remake, but that was of a character that exists in a movie and give them their own story. So it was exciting, and then actually discovering that the story was more of almost its own different genre to the other movies in some ways. It's got more of an adventure, more of a journey, sort of mystery, investigation aspect to it, which I really loved. And there was just, for me, you know, I mean, I look for movies which I can kind of lose myself in, or the idea of just trying to transport you, and it was so nice to see this story taking place in 1952 in Romania. It's sort of a very classic Gothic horror story. It harks back to the movies I grew up watching, the Hammer horror movies and Dracula, and some Italian horror movies, and it just felt like an opportunity to really dive into a place. And when you read certain sort of scenes and set pieces, my sort of excitement bells start ringing. So like, oh, you know, there's this concept of perpetual adoration, which I'd never heard of, which is almost like 24/7 praying to keep the evil at bay. So I immediately was like, oh, this is going to be a... In fact, in the script originally, it was sort of mentioned, but wasn't really seen. So it's something which I felt like we really want to do something.
Sure.